Hey guys, this is Devin Gage from Gage Strength Training. Today I want to give you a few tips that are really going to help you achieve your weight loss goals. So these tips are going to be centered around having silent environmental factors and cues that trigger more or less eating. So first I want to talk about a study that was conducted where a test group was given an entire meal before going to a movie. They were packed full of food and everybody left the dinner feeling full, and then the test subjects were entered into a movie theater where they were all given buckets of popcorn. The popcorn was stale, so they made a point not to give them fresh popcorn, and they also made a point to give half the group a large bucket and half the group a small bucket of popcorn. And what they found was, regardless of how hungry they weren't hungry because of how much they ate at dinner, and regardless of how bad the popcorn tasted, they all still munched on the popcorn throughout the movie. And this is because of environmental factors. They've been conditioned to eat popcorn throughout a movie. And the other thing was, they noticed that the larger bucket of popcorn, the people with the larger bucket ate 53% more popcorn than the people with the smaller bucket. The reason for that is because with the smaller bucket, the lower the popcorn level went, they had a visual cue of how much popcorn they were eating, as opposed to the large bucket where that visual cue might not have been as strong. So the next example I'm going to give you guys of an environmental factor is another test that they did with restaurant patrons, where they gave them bowls of soup. Now, one bowl of soup was just a regular bowl of soup, and the other one was a magic bowl of soup that would fill up from the bottom, so as you were eating, the level of the soup would not lower. So what they found was the people with the regular bowl of soup would eat the bowl of soup and then they would finish, and that would be a set amount that they ate. And the people with the magic bowl of soup, the refilling bowl of soup, ate another 50% on top of what the original group did. So these are just environmental factors that can really influence your eating behaviors. Those cues that you see of that level of soup or level of popcorn lowering, and also the size of the utensil you're eating off of really matters. So I want to give you 2 tips that are really going to help you today. So the first one is, I want you guys to stop eating off of your big meal plates. What I want you guys to do is eat off of serving or side dish plates. If you have side dish plates or a smaller bowl, I want you guys eating off of those plates rather than those big meal plates. So what that's going to do is cue your brain every single time you finish a plate. It's going to cue that you finished a plate, and it's going to cue that satisfaction of not being as hungry, as opposed to having an entire plate. Just having all that food in front of you is going to want to cue you to keep eating and eating and eating as the meal goes on. Now, this is going to be really important to keeping your fat loss goals low, and it's going to be really important for you. So the next one I want you to do is, I want to make the behavior of snacking a little less comfortable and a little less convenient for you. So what I want you to do is, any snack food, junk food, sodas, juices, alcoholic beverages that you have, I want you to put them in a really inconvenient place in your house. I want you to put them on a high shelf, in the way back of the fridge, in another room even than the kitchen. So what this is going to do is, whenever you get the urge to snack, go grab a soda, go grab a bag of chips, whatever it is, I want this to be a little less convenient for you than just walking into the fridge, grabbing the first thing in front of you. So on top of that, I want you to make your healthier snacks, your veggies, your fruits, your water bottles, really conveniently located. So that way, if you do have the urge to snack, you go to the fridge, they're going to be right in the front of the fridge. They're going to be right on the counter for you, as opposed to kind of reaching really high up into a cabinet or getting a stool to reach up into the cabinet. So here's 2 tips for you that are really going to help your fat loss results. I hope these help, and I want you guys to put these into action. Let me know what you think.